Hello? Hello, hello? Welcome back. I missed you. On with the show. Now, we finished the first case yesterday, and we're gonna get started on number 2. Basically, what's going on. Dual Destinies, if you don't know, if you're just catching up with us right now. Alright, the monstrous turnabout. Bell difference. Wow! Dollar dollar. Wow. Wham! Okay.
Long ago,
I still can't believe
the
that
nine-tailed fox defeated the evil Tenmataro and
that
sealed the fallen demon away. To this day,
Ace
it is
Attorney
said
games
that
now
he
have like
slumbers even
actual voice
still
acting like
within the
this, you
forbidden
know.
chamber.
Night, night, Alderman. Sweet dreams.
Well, now we know the killer.
At long last, the revival of Tenmataro is at hand.
A few months prior to the courthouse bombing. April 17th, 12:13 p.m. Well, I guess I'm a little early. Oh. Okay, so we're playing from Apollo's perspective. Well, okay. Oh, hey Apollo. Getting an early start today? Yeah, this is the first job I've had in a while after all. Well, aren't we all fired up? Well, it's not every day I get a call from Mr. Wright. What kind of work is it anyway? Mr. Wright didn't mention any details. Work? Is that how he put it? Don't tell me he just wants me to clean the toilet again. You've really become a fixture around here, Apollo. Come to think of it, it's been almost a year since I was hired. Lots happened since then. But I've settled in nicely despite a few bumps in the road. My name is Apollo Justice. I've been practicing law for about a year, but I still have a lot to learn. This is the Right Anything Agency, and it's where I work. Don't let the name fool you, it's definitely a law agency. But don't forget that this place is a talent agency too, Polly. It's the law agency part of this office that's usually forgotten. Why is the first thing you see built different? I don't know. Now, this is Tracy Wright, a budding magician. And adopted daughter of the agency's owner, Phoenix Wright. She sometimes makes me help with her magic tricks. And what's wrong with that? You're one of the agency's talents as well. I was under the impression that I was a lawyer. Oh, we better hurry. Doesn't look like Daddy's gonna make it, so let's get going. Huh? Where are we going? What about the job you mentioned? This is the job, Polly. You're supposed to keep me company today. Now, come on. Another day of not being a lawyer. Should have seen this coming. Well, this is the Right Anything Agency, you know. And there's no law-related work at the moment, so... Tell me again why I chose to work here. Where's Mr. Ed anyway? Daddy said something about going to meet an acquaintance. But don't worry, just focus on your job and I'll tell you exactly what you need to know. Well, let's go. We don't have all day. Wait a second. And another day of anything goes begins at the Right Anything Agency. The Daily Struggle. Yokai. So, what are we doing way up here in the mountains? It's Ninetales Vale. Everyone's been talking about the yokai craze here. Yokai? Oh, you mean Japanese monsters? I guess that explains all these weird things. Speaking of which, wasn't Ninetales Vale formed by Japanese immigrants? Yeah, they're holding a festival to boost tourism over at the Alderman's Manor. My friend who works there invited us. That's why we're here. In other words, I'm your chaperone because your dad was too busy. Daddy said that with those horns of yours, you make a great addition to their festival. I mean, you look just like a Japanese demon. You look just like a Japanese Inu. Oni. I meant Oni, not Inu. You look just like a Japanese Oni. Wasn't that so thoughtful of him, Polly? I could do without thoughtfulness like that. Oh, it's almost time. Come on, Polly, the festival grounds are this way. Alright, guess it's time to move to QB Manor Garden. Well, yeah, I guess it's... Oh, that's new. Okay. 2:05 p.m. Oh, wow. This place is really something. It definitely feels like a different world here. Jersey. Jinxie! And this is... my friend, Jinxie Tenma. She's the one who invited us. She just happens to be the maid here. 2 horns, a love of red. Are you a demon? No, I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. Ah, he is a demon. What the? Be gone, foul beast. You look great, Polly. It fills in some of that space on your forehead. Oh, what is this thing? It's a warding charm. Jinxie puts them on all the monsters she finds. But I'm not a monster. Maybe I should have told her you're a good demon. Or you could just say I'm human. Red demon. Emissary of the Emissary. I don't know. I don't know what to say probably. Emissary of the underworld. I got up early to do my hair for this. Can I take this off now? So you can eat me? I'm not gonna eat you! Ah! Forgive me, you terrible one! Tone down your cords of steel, Apollo! You're scaring her out of her wits! Don't worry, I'm already full. Please stay that way. Great, now I'm playing along too. Okay, now we have to... Oh boy, this will be something. So... I wanted to ask you about Ninetales Vale. Be gone! Oh, demon! Looks like you've been demonized, Polly. Literally. I'm starting to wonder if I really am a demon myself. Please don't eat. I have food if you're hungry. This isn't working. We won't get anything out of her unless we until we set the record straight. If only we had some way to prove you're not as scary as you look. Ouch, unnecessary roughness. Looks like I have to present some proof. Proof that I'm 100% human. That's just the thing. I don't know. Here's the thing. I'm not. I wanted to show you this. Ah! What is it? It's my attorney's badge. You see, I'm not a demon. I'm a lawyer. Really? You're a lawyer. Maybe now she'll stop calling me a demon. Does it protect you from Enmadayo's judgment? Who is Enmadayo? Wait, Enmadayo. What's that a pun of? I don't know. I read somewhere that he's the demon lord who judges the dead for their sins. Uh-oh. I think now she thinks you're a demon lawyer from hell, Polly. Can I go back to just being a normal demon? Please. Please don't boil me in a scalding cauldron. I'd prefer a Turkish bath if possible. A Turkish bath? Isn't that more sauna than bath? Don't worry, Jinxie. He's a good demon. He'll save you if you ever go astray. Please, Mr. Demon Lawyer, sir, have mercy on my soul. I told you I'm not a demon, and Trucy, you're just making things worse. You just leave that in Madayo to me. Isn't that great, Jinxie? I'm no longer scared to cross into the afterlife. Will someone tell these two I'm human already? You know, the more you say it, the more it hurts her credibility. So, Jinxie, I hear this village is the epicenter of the monster craze. Barely anyone had even heard of it before, but now it's packed with tourists. Really? So the monster craze is the reason behind today's festival. It was the alderman's idea. But I'd be careful if I were you. There are lots and lots of yokai prowling about Ninetail's Vale. Prowling about? You mean like wild animals or something? And they're hungry, too. What man-eating monsters? They're all over the place. In fact, there was one at the manor yesterday. I heard the doorbell ring, but when I opened the door, nobody was there. It was the Ding-Dong Demon. How else could you explain it? Well, when I was a kid, my friends used to play this prank called Ding Dong Ditch. Oh, John, no, I know what she's talking about. Well, that doesn't prove yokai aren't real. There's even one here at the manor. The demon Tenmataro. Excuse me. He's imprisoned in the Forbidden Chamber. Tenmataro? The Forbidden Chamber? About that yokai you said was imprisoned here at the manor, is it true? He's a super evil demon named Tenmataro. Here, take a look at this scroll. Tenmataro's the dark demon you see here. He's super evil, super scary. So that's the yokai imprisoned in the Forbidden Chamber. He was defeated by the village guardian yokai, the man-tailed fox, and locked away forever. So, you're saying Tenmataro is still trapped inside the Forbidden Chamber? Well, he's just biding his time until he can escape. Still, we should be perfectly safe, because there's a really powerful sealing charm on the door keeping it shut tight. What a charming security system. I had to. I had to, okay? You can keep the scroll if you want. The alderman gave me this, but just holding it gives me the chills, so... Uh-huh, thanks, Jinxie. Maybe I'll give this to Mr. Right. So, I was wondering... Are those things on your forehead also called warding charms, Jinxie? Yes, they're to prevent evil from getting inside me. Papa told me to wear them. Evil things? Paulo, don't you dare take those charms off her forehead! They have to stay there, forever, got it? I wonder what would happen if I did take them off. Please don't. It's time for me to get back to work. Thanks for inviting us, Jinxie. You're welcome. Oh, and before I forget, there's going to be a surprise event today. Even I don't know what to expect, but it's sure to be fun. Better not be a yokai parade. She'd probably drop dead from fright. Demon! Oh, wait. It's just someone in a suit. Right? Tenmataro! Tenmataro? The demon from the Forbidden Chamber? Ah! Please don't hurt me! Be gone, be gone, be gone!
Better watch out, little girl. I'll snatch you away.
Charm! Where's that Zion gonna have a charm? No, oh, she put it on her own forehead this time. She sure gives up quick. Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there! Hey, you there! You mustn't start at Tenmataro like that and lower your eyes! He'll steal your soul if you're not careful! Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously? Your devilry... I was about to read it as delivery. What the fuck, dude? Your devilry stops here and now, Tenmataro! Now what? Oh, look, Apollo! There's somebody up on the roof! That's dangerous. Oh. Fuck you. I refuse to voice act this. So I see what they mean by surprise event. But why'd you have to do my girl Jinxie like that? What was that all about? Did that wrestler just chase off a yokai? Looked like he came out of the Alderman's Manor. Time to place your bets. Might this be more dumb than Turnabout Big Top? Nine sales. No one knows his true identity. Jinxie sure seems chipper all of a sudden. What was all that about him banishing Tenmataro? That was the yokai exorcism. Oh my god. It's an annual ritual where Ten Matata is released to remind us of his wickedness. But why? In the end, the nine-tailed fox drives Ten Matata out and purifies our village. The amazing Nine-Tails did the honors this year. Wait, hold up. So that was the big surprise, huh? The amazing Nine-Tails and Ten Matata, huh? Well, whatever floats her boat. Oh, what would you look at the time? I better get back to work. Please excuse me. She's a strange one, alright. I think she's sweet in her own special way. No, seriously, she probably has lots of friends who are sweet in their own way. Well, we still have some time to kill. Might as well see the rest of Ninetails Vale while we're here. Eh, the fun never stops, don't it? That's a bunch of dots. It's been nearly 2 hours. Okay. I think I bought nearly every yokai souvenir that was for sale. I know, because my wallet's running on empty. Huh? What's with all the commotion over there? Huh? Hey, isn't that your friend Jinxie? I hope everything's okay. It's terrible! Calm down, Jinxie. Tell us what happened. The demon said Mataro. He killed Alderman Gilby. What? Wait, killed as in dead? Yes, Ten Mataro did it. Ten Mataro? You stay here while I go have a look. Please wait. Huh? It's Ten Mataro. It's a Ten Mataro warning charm. It should protect you, but please be careful. The Alderman's in the Fox Chamber at the top of the main staircase. Okay, got it. Okay, am I gonna have to wear this in front of my face? Slipped in the pocket. Okay. Put it on your forehead, man. No. Only the Fox God knows. Anime. And well, they actually show the body this time.
You all right? Who are you? Help! Someone call an ambulance!
Well then, they actually showed the body, fucking Danganronpa on this bitch. Anyways, the police arrived soon after that, at which point I returned to the festival grounds. Apparently, the man impaled by the spear was already dead. But there was one other person there, and he was immediately rushed to the hospital. Thank goodness the other man's gonna be fine. Sounds like he'd only been unconscious. You think Jinxie's gonna be okay? I'm sure she'll be back to her old self in no time. At least she's calm enough for the police to question her for now. And I'd sure love to know what crazy animal left those feathers and tracks. Oh, look, here comes Jinxie. Hi, Trucy. Hi, Mr. Demon Lawyer. Hey, feeling any better? I was wondering if you're up to filling us in on what happened. I'm thinking about adding some things. Just turned on the audio on my phone. Yeah. That's good enough. Yeah. Okay. What happened? So, the man with the spear in his chest was already dead? Uh-huh. It was Alderman Cuby. When I found him, he was already... So the victim was the village alderman. And the one who was found alive, who was he? Damien Tenma. He's the mayor of the neighboring... Tenma town. Tenma Taro! Ah, boy, this soul... God. This guy is pissing me off. She thinks I'm a demon. He's the mayor of the neighboring city, Tenma Town. They arrested him. So... He's the killer. Ah! No, Papa didn't kill anyone! Oh, but Papa? As in... your father? Oh... That's right. Jinxie's dad is mayor of Denma Town. Okay. No way! Alright, give me a second, I gotta mute myself.
Way.
Yes, Way. But he's innocent. This just got way more complicated. The victim was the alderman of Nod's Hills Vale, and Jinxie's father, the mayor of Denma Town, was arrested for the crime. Sounds like we have some investigating to do. I know it's difficult, Jinxie, but you need to hang in there. I know. I'll try my best. Would you mind telling me a little more about the victim? So the victim was the village alderman. What can you tell me about him? His name was Rex Cuby. They say his family has ties to the legendary nine-tailed fox. He was really kind, and he always looked out for me. He was a former pro wrestler, and I even heard he knew the amazing It's him. It's him. It's him. It's him. No way it couldn't be him. I even heard he knew the amazing Ninetales. A former pro wrestler, huh? That's something to keep in mind. Well, with your father being mayor and all, I guess you're originally from Tenma Town, huh? So then, why did you come work here? It was to overcome your fears, right, Jinxie? It was to overcome your fears, right, Jinxie? Uh-huh. Plus, Mama was from the Ninetales Vale, though she's no longer with us. She loved these flowers. I always wanted to live where Ninetales flowers grew. Wow, what a beautiful flower. And with exactly 9 petals, too. Oh shit, it does. Just looking at them gives me courage, even when I'm scared of yokai. Jinxie, when you first told us what happened, you said the killer was a demon. Uh-huh. The warding charm on the Forbidden Chamber's door, it's been removed. The Forbidden Chamber's door? That big door was barred shut? There wasn't a charm on it when I checked out, so I guess it was removed by someone. That's how Tenma escaped. But when I try and remember what happened, it all goes fuzzy. Jinxie, you should go get some rest. You've been through a lot today. Between the warding charm being removed and the black feathers and weird tracks, I could see how a superstitious person might think a demon was the killer. Apollo, maybe this is your chance. Chance for what? To do the right thing and defend Jinxie's dad in court. Who, me? Wouldn't a man like Mayor Tenma have access to more experienced lawyers? You wanna know what the detectives said? They doubted there was a lawyer who could get a not guilty verdict in this one. Alright, and here is our presumably undefeated lawyer in this scenario. Sounds like they're expecting an open and shut case. Don't worry, Jinxie. If anyone can prove your dad's innocence, it's Polly. What? You'll accept the case, won't you, Polly? It's all over, isn't it? I'll be all alone for the rest of my life. Alright. Jinxie already lost her mother. Alright. Jinxie, leave your father's defense to me. Attaboy, Polly. You're gonna help Papa, Mr. Demon Lawyer? Yep. Because that's what lawyers do. Plus, no toilet cleaning for a while. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure your father walks away a free man. Thank you, Mr. Demon Lawyer. I can tell you're one of the good ones. Hey, she's kind of posing like Will Powers. Red demons are usually so mean. It's been a while, but I'll be fine. Where you're not, here comes justice. Guess I ought to go and meet my new client. But before I forget, Burnt Stone, my notebook. Hey, Apollo, what's the notebook for? Oh, I just thought I should jot down some stuff about the case. And so I don't misplace them, I'm putting my notes in the core record. I guess is what you would call a to-do list. Oh, sounds handy. To read my notes, I just opened the core record. Why didn't they have this in the earlier games? Oh, I almost forgot. So, about Jinxie's father. And about how scary he seems. Promise me you'll resist the urge to run away. Wait, what? His angry glare can paralyze you with fear. And some claim he can even shoot laser beams from his eyes. Well, maybe Papa isn't really that scary. A paralyzing stare, laser beams from his eyes. He sounds like some kind of monster. I think it's about time I see Jinxie off. I'll head back to the office after I'm done. Okay, thanks. No examining. Nothing to examine. April 17th. Ah, visiting hours. Perfect timing. Hope he's not as scary as he sounds.
Who are you?
Ah! So you're Damien Tenma, right? I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. I'm here to help. Huh? Ah! Let me out here! Sorry. I get a little loud sometimes.
Oh, incredibly rude.
Sorry. Did I do something to offend you?
A visitor when all others shun me like a common criminal. And here I am with none to offer. I am the epitome of rudeness.
Wait, so he wasn't mad at me?
Unworthy as I am, I, Damien Tenma, shall breach these walls, so that I may treat my benefactor to some tea and maybe some cookies, too.
No, wait! We can do tea and cookies after we prove your innocence? How about you start by telling me what happened?
I see. So tea and cookies can't wait, can they?
That was close. We don't need jailbreak added to the list of charges. Seems like a good guy, but with a face like that, I can see why he's misunderstood. Mayor Tenma, do you mind if I ask why you were arrested? Ah! Sorry, I guess some things are better left unsaid. Excuse me.
To think a public paragon such as I could be treated like this. This arrest should have never happened.
Go on.
I fear the ill effects it will have on our youth. Now, I have but one choice. I must leave here at once, if only to protect the moral fiber of our youth.
No, wait! You can protect the moral fiber of our youth after you've been declared not guilty?
I suppose you're right.
Our youth just came this close to quite a scare.
My fingerprints were on the spear that killed Alderman Cuby. That's why I was arrested.
Your prints were on the murder weapon? That's never good. Any idea how they got there?
None, for I hardly remember a thing, you see. I was fast asleep at the time. Someone must have slipped me a sleeping pill or something. What's worse, somebody clobbered me on the head.
I see. A drug-induced slumber, and a blow to the head. No wonder you hardly remember a thing.
Huh.
Huh? Was that some kind of strange laugh? Well, I think we can safely assume your prints were planted while you were unconscious. What do the police have on you as far as the motive is concerned? Truth be told,
There's been a bit of trouble between the alderman and I as of late.
oh, was it personal in nature?
Nothing like that. It's a long story. But suffice to say, I've been pushing to merge Ninetails Vale with Tenma down. Surrender Ninetails Vale and Tenma down now! Ah! That's what I told him. I'd like to tell you to stop shouting like that. But I'm too scared.
So, that's the motive the police have established for the alderman's murder?
Indeed it is. After all, Alderman Cuby was dead set against a municipal merger.
And that's why they think you killed him. He was in your way. Mayor Tenma, are you okay?
Gypsy, forgive me. I never meant to worry you like this.
It'll work out. It'll work out fine. Just leave it to me. If only it really were that easy. I don't even know where to start. Well, thank you for meeting with me, Mayor Tenma.
Please, wait. My daughter, Jinxie.
Yes?
She already lost her mother. And now with me being held in here, I fear she'll be terribly lonely. I hesitate to ask, but I beg you, be a friend to her in her time of need.
Leave it to me.
Trucy and I will look out for your daughter! I shall rest a little easier then. You know, you remind me of some of the new friends Jinxie has been talking about.
New friends?
Yes, it seems she's made some new friends since she started working in Ninetails Vale. They're quite the unusual bunch too. There's a lady with an exceptionally long neck, a young lad with an incredibly long tongue, and many other interesting characters.
Friends? Sounds more like a bunch of monsters to me. No, they seem fine to me.
Now, if you would excuse me, it appears my time is up.
Why am I so tired? I must have been more tense than I thought. Still, I'm glad he didn't turn out to be as scary as he looks. A call? Oh, it's Mr. Wright. Justice here. Apollo? Is that you? Hi, Mr. Wright. What can I do for you? Teresa told me you've taken on a new case? Oh, that. It was kinda spur of the moment. He's actually calling me about a case? Well, that's fine, but I have a favor to ask. Yeah, sure. What is it? I'm at the airport right now. There was someone I had to meet. A new addition to the agency, actually. And I think I have an idea who it is. Her name's Athena Sykes, and she just passed the bar. Oh, that's right. I remember hearing about her coming to join us. Guess that was today. She took off as soon as I told her you needed help with case. It was like there was no stopping her. Wait, what? Where is she now? Probably somewhere in Ninetails Vale by now. That's where that favor I mentioned comes in. I need you to go find her. But I've never even met her before. What does she look like? She'll be the girl in the yellow suit sporting an attorney's badge. Okay, I'll find her. A new addition to the agency. Well, I'd better get back to Ninetails Vale quick. Alright, let's check. What should be at Yokai Lane? I already told you. I'm a lawyer assigned to the case. I need to study the crime scene, so if you would please tell me where QB Manor is.
You can't fool me. You're just some delinquent high school student playing hooky.
Oh, you stupid pig-headed! This attorney's badge isn't just for show, you know? Looks like I just found Miss Athena Sykes. Why won't you believe me? Don't expect me to defend you in court if you ever get arrested.
Well, I'm the one who usually does the arresting, so... Say, shouldn't you be getting back to school?
I already told you I'm a lawyer, not a student.
That's it. Enough of your lies. You're coming with me.
Ah! Get your hands off me! Anime.
What the?
But... Rip Apollo.
You can watch out for the bystanders next time.
Oh, oops. Oh, are you okay?
I think so. But that police officer's out cold.
I am so sorry. I do that when people suddenly grab me. It's like a reflex or something. Reflex? Sounds more like a felony. You're Athena Sykes, I take it? That would be me. You are? I'm Apollo Justice. I work at the Right Anything Agency. The Right Anything Agency? What a fishy sounding name. It's a long story, but it is a law office, among other things. Didn't Mr. Wright explain it to you? Oh, right. That right. So then you must be... Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. I could say the same thing to you. Well, here I am. Now, how about telling me a little bit about yourself? Mr. Wright didn't really tell me much, as always. Well, of course. Feel free to ask away. Well, okay then. So, Athena, I hear you just passed the bar? That's right, and here's my shiny new badge to prove it. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, so you must be a bit younger than me. a bit more than you might think, in fact. I'm only 18. 18? How in the world did you become a lawyer at that age? If you want to be even more confused, then I think Francisco von Karma became a prosecutor at like 13 or some shit. I skipped a few grades while I was an exchange student in Europe. And I got my license to practice law while I was over there. All I can say is, wow, she must be a genius or something. I also studied analytical psychology. Thought it might help me be a better lawyer. Psychology helps her be a better lawyer? How exactly does that work? So, tell me about our client. What are they like? Oh, right. You haven't met him yet. Well... And that about sums it up.
He's more worried about his daughter than himself. What a wonderful father.
Wait, are you crying? I'm not crying! There was something in my eye! They're called tears. Moving right along. I'm not pulling that shit. Let's get down to business. I'm our client is priority number 1. So, Athena, you mentioned studying psychology. That's right. I've always wanted to bring analytical psychology into the courtroom. The power of psychology will bring a breath of fresh air to the legal system. Oh, really? So, how do you plan on using it to defend our client? For example, I can try to listen in on a witness's inner voice. And then analyze their psychological state with the help of my trusty partner, Widget. Widget? This device around my neck here. Say hi, Widget. Hi, Widget. It talks! Oh, you need a volume knob. Anyway, the little guy will sometimes say what I'm feeling. Awkward. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. Now, that's I seriously doubt. Oh, I almost forgot. I have something you might be interested in. I got it on my way here. Think it might have something to do with our case? A special edition covering our case? That was quick. That's the whole point of special editions, isn't it? To be the first to get the scoop? Rapido! Right. Well, let's see what it says here. What's the deal with the Spanish? Matata was seen... What? He was seen flying through the sky? Yeah, somebody happened to snap that photo near Ninetales Vale. The article goes on to say it might be connected to our case. Airborne figure resembling Tematato. Captured on camera around 340. Apparently that photo was shot right after the murder occurred. Well, there were black feathers and strange tracks at the crime scene. I'm not surprised the locals think a yokai was involved. Wait a second. Yokai as in one of those Japanese monsters? My god! You don't actually think it was a supernatural murder, do you? Okay, I think that translates to my god in English. No, of course not. Not German? Why not plain old English? Okay, I was gonna do a joke, but it's making me too long to do it. Andale, Apollo! Let's get cracking on the crime scene already. Gilby. No, wait a second. You hear that? Sounds like a TV or something. Oh, look. There's a TV in that little room in the corner. In other news, the mysterious masked wrestler, the Amazing Nine Tails, has been confirmed missing according to sources close to the wrestler. And I think I know why. It appears he disappeared sometime after the special event held in Ninetales Vale today. He also failed to appear at the match today where he was scheduled to defend his title. Local villagers say his disappearance may be connected with Temataro's recent escape. So, that wrestler's gone missing. Hey, you two! You don't belong in here! Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious. What about... Horns? That's my hair! Anyway, we're lawyers and we're here to... You're the lawyers coming to defend Mayor Tenma, ain't you? I reckon the one with that expensive looking bracelet you got there. The name's Phineas Filch. I'm the caretaker here. Pleased to meet you. Same here. Music. Sorry it took so long. Wow. Talk about a quick change of art. So, tell me, demon lawyer. Bet you use them demonic horse of yours to scare the bejeebers out of witnesses, huh? Come here, you little one, demon, you! Wait, what was that? These horns are, I mean, my hair isn't meant to be threatening anyone. I didn't see what that was, whatever he used. I'm sorry. They ain't. Seems a mighty big waste of perfectly good horns, if you ask me. Then again, ain't all my business, so... that was fast. Guess he's done with me. Well, I best get back to work.
Hold it!
Halt! Stop right there! Huh? Me? Apollo, your bracelet's oh, shit! Ugh. Don't you worry. Oh, now he has it. Sir, I'll check the loss of it. You have it on your... It's right there. Somehow, I don't think that will be necessary. Just check your wrist right now. Ah! The cat's out of the bag! It was barely in the bag in the first place. That was a pretty pathetic attempt. I wonder how Widget feels about all this. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Just couldn't control myself. Please forgive me. I'm begging you. Sheesh. I almost feel sorry for him now. What should we do about him, Apollo? Well, I got my bracelet back and he seems sorry enough, so... I knew you'd understand, Mr. Lawson. Your op's got a big heart. As big as the wad of cash in your wallet, I hope. You leave my wallet out of this. Oh! Hey, didn't you just finish apologizing for stealing from us? Run away, head for the hills. And there he goes. Get back here, you! Talk about a quick escape. Looks like you dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of diagrams. This one's of the crime scene, and here's one on of the foyer. You left his shoes behind too. The guy's the living definition of a bumbling thief. Let's hang on to his shoes. We can give him back next time we see him. As for diagrams, I say we keep him. They look like something the police might draw. Wonder where the caretaker got him. Shown the scene of the crime. Foyer diagram. Now then, as I recall, the Fox Chamber should be at the top of those stairs. Gibby. Whoa! Where all these black feathers and where tracks come from? The popular opinion seems to be that they're from Tenmataro. You mean the great evil has returned? Even if he did, I'd be laughed out of the courthouse trying to indict him. Hey, who are you? What are you doing here? This is a crime scene. And who are you? Are you with the police? I asked first, who are you? And what are you doing here? On second thought, I placed the order of arrest for disturbing a crime. But I hate you already. An arrest? But save it for the boys back at... Okay, fuck you. Save it for the boys back at HQ. Now come quietly or else. I don't want to be late for lunch. It's you. You murdered him. I don't want to be late for lunch. Please wait. We're Maritime's lawyers. Well, why didn't you say so? So you're the lawyers I heard about. I almost took you two in. You two sure were suspicious, though. I don't know how many more times I can take being called suspicious in one day. Alright, I guess I can switch back now. Sorry, we didn't catch your name. My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright. The heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase, it's injustice we trust. Oh boy. This guy's a story and a half. So, what can I do for you?
I don't want to talk with this dude.
So, would it be okay if we had a look around?
Certainly not! No unauthorized personnel allowed!
Couldn't you make an exception?
Cease and desist at once, or you'll have to deal with my little friend here! Ah! Yikes! Serious for us! And just as well.
It's just as bad. I hate him so much.
You may be Mayor Tenma's attorneys, but you still need authorization to cross the police line.
Apollo, let's see if we can't change his mind. Good luck. Let me know how it goes.
No, he says dance to Zero's Wait, don't leave her alone. I fuck.
Okay.
You're wasting your time and mine. Nobody's crossing this line without authorization. I'm a wall of justice keeping injustice. That would be you, Atspay.
I knew it. Look, there's just us and you here, right?
Justice and me, you say?
You're not deserving of a rim shot. That's right.
Are you trying to say that justice and I aren't enough to keep you out?
What?
No, silly. We're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice.
I hope she's only bluffing it.
No, it can't be!
You have him on the ropes now, Athena. So wait. He's saying it should be only him and Justice? Alright, I see what she's doing.
Oh, you have him on the ropes now, Athena.
If we were on the side of Justice, would you let us through?
But guarding the crime scene is a part of justice, too!
Yeah, sure. But only a bad guy would stand in the way of justice, right?
Ah! Whose justice is the most just here?
Not you. Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so...
Oh, Lady Justice, what would you have me do?
I think we really got to him. Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions of justice go. Neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it.
Our pleas for justice must have had a huge impact. It's tying him up in knots. Now's our chance to start looking around.
After all that about authorized personnel only. This was surprisingly easy.
Should I stop them or let them through? Whose justice is more just? Well, let's get to work. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right?
Right. A search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence we can use at the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from different angles.
You never know what's hiding around the corner, right? So we move the cursor with,
and change our perspective with, if there's a particular spot you want to examine, just give it a tap.
Okay, let's leave no stone unturned. News adults, come inside. Let's get started.
Yeah. Alright, we got like, oh, that's trippy. So trippy. Alright, we can see here. Okay, number 1. So, this is where Alderman Kyubi's body was found. Apparently, the murder weapon, a spear, had Mayor Tenma's prints on it. That's not good. Never fear, Detective Fulbright is here, and fuck you! Yeah. Of course, I can't offer you any information on my investigations. Oh, in the name of justice, I must say goodbye. Well, good riddance. What was that all about? No, seriously. Good riddance. Oh, wow. This is a pricey looking chair. Apparently, the mayor was found drugged and unconscious in it. Oh, really? Yeah, and when he came to, he was arrested for murder. Don't talk about your rude awakenings. So he's the prime suspect in a crime he knows nothing about. That stinks! Oh, poor Mr. Tenma. He must be feeling so scared and confused. Apollo, it's up to us to save him! It's like she's on her own emotional roller coaster. It's a floating screen. I wonder what they were using it for. I read that the Japanese used to use these in drafty rooms, but now they're just for show. You mean like my attorney's badge? Poor Athena. That cop treating her like a child must have really bothered her. I guess I titled the stream very fairly. There's a summoning wedge under this chair. Let's see if we can't lift it up. Freeze! Ah! No disturbing crime scene evidence, even if you are the mayor. Ah, fuck you! I hate you so much, you know? You really are so low. He does have a point there. Hey, Detective Fulbright, did you hear about that attack over on Yokai Lane? I heard an elderly woman was assaulted by a strange yokai shaped like a roll of cloth. And you waited until now to tell me? I'm gonna go over there at once, and just as we trust. That was surprisingly easy. Okay, Apollo, now's a chance to look around some more. The more I get to know her, the scarier she gets. Hope she never finds my weakness. Nah, I love her. Whatever this is, stuck on tight. Looks like a large bloodstained cloth. Blood's probably the Alderman's, but it's pretty far from his body. Wonder how it got here. Why does this seem important? Oh, look. This statue only has one tail. Maybe it's the nine-tailed fox's sidekick. I bet the number of tails represents a yokai's power. So, if you had two, Apollo, I'd only have one. Wait, what? Not that it means you're better than me, got it? Like I said, what? It'd be nice to have a tail. I want a tail. Doesn't this Tanuki statue remind you of the manor's caretaker, Phineas Filch? This raccoon-looking thing? Yeah, it does look like him. Oh, I just got the best idea. We should knock it over. It might transform back into Mr. Filch. Mr. Filch is mischievous, but he's not magical, you know? Way to waste a brilliant idea, Apollo. Ah, look, trophies. Oh, this one was awarded to Alderman Kyubi. The amazing Ninetales Yokai Division winner. Team Tenma Pro Wrestling Tournament. Yokai Division? I didn't know you got a Division of 1. Apollo, you should enter the tournament next time. And I have the perfect name for you. The Mysterious Firebrand. A mild-mannered masked lawyer by day, demonic masked wrestler by night. No one's gonna hire a masked lawyer, Athena. What do we have here? Looks like a statue of the nine-tailed fox and Tematato battling it out. Ah! Careful, Apollo! It's got blood on it! Really? Oh, hey, you're right. Wonder if it's the Alderman's blood. How can you remain so calm after seeing all this blood? Well, this isn't the first time I've seen something like this, so... You're no fun at all. At least act surprised or grossed out or something for my first case. You know, like when you're watching the Saw movies and you don't like react like, you know like when she's cutting the dude open and like the reverse bear, she's in the reverse bear trap. She's cutting the dude open. She pulls out his guts and they show you the thing on camera. If you're not surprised at that the first time, then Hey, what about the needle pit in Saw 2, huh? I'm already a lawyer. You want me to be an actor too? Hey, this window opens. And outside, we ever saw such a steep cliff? Oh, the window only opens about 6 inches. Not wide enough for anyone to get in or out. No, look, Apollo. Oh, there's something caught in the window frame. It looks like gold fur. What a pretty color. Must be from some kind of animal. Wonder what it's doing here. Did Alderman QB have a pet fox? Oh, man. Man, I see the pieces coming together. Oh, look, a cow with 2 tails. No such thing. Oh, and this lady has a really long neck. Oh, how funny is that? There's no way a creature like that could ever exist. She'd have a tough time swallowing. Apollo, I bet you were one of those kids who didn't believe in Santa Claus. What's that got to do with anything? Yeah, you're no fun, Apollo. Didn't believe in Santa. Santa's real. Apollo, what words come to mind when you watch that pendulum in there? Unsteady and, restless. That's a direct representation of your current state of mind. Wait, that was some kind of psychological test? My diagnosis? This strange case has made you anxious, causing you to lose your cool. You're actually not that far off the mark. Looks like an air vent. It's pretty high up there. What if you got a running start and jumped? I doubt even a high jumper could make it. Don't rule it out before you try it. Besides, I'm an excellent jumper. Even so, that must be about 9 feet high. Like I said, you don't know until you try, Monsieur Justice. She doesn't know when to give up and when to stop using foreign words. This one's a spear, but what about this one? It looks like a giant pair of pliers. Looks like something a demon might use. Saw something like that in the manga once. Really? What are they used for? Oh, things like pinching through cheeks. Ah! Pulling out. Stop! Oh, and you should see what they can do to a person's. Oh no! Oh God! Okay, I get the idea, but I'm sure this thing is just a simple can opener or something like that, or maybe it could be a saw trap. Demons eat canned food? I always wonder what they eat besides people. Okay, seriously, gouging someone's— that was a saw trap. That was. It was gouging someone's eyes out. By the way, out of everyone who was tested, Bobby Dagan is my least favorite. Well, I'd say in the original 7, Bobby Dagan. There's something else behind the door. Ah. Whatever it is, looks like it's broken. Probably broke when the door was open. Why would anybody put something in there? Yeah, that wasn't very smart. Maybe it was Jinxie. She was the first one to discover the body. She must have heard the screams and come running in her panic. Oh, look at you, Apollo. Now you're using analytical psychology too. I am? Wow, you really learned quick. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You're the ace attorney. I've read anything. Oh, fuck! Roll the credits. She said it. Oh, fuck! She said it. Okay, we don't need to play this game anymore. She already said it. She already said it. This stream is over. I thank you for coming along with me on this. Thank you very much. Now I shall take my leave. I shall be back tomorrow, and I didn't even plan an outro. I didn't even plan anyone to raid. What the fuck am I doing? You're the ace attorney of Red Anything Agency. I can't tell whether she's serious or not. Now, if Tracy said something like that, I immediately know she was messing with me. The Forbidden Chamber. They say the demon Tenmataro was imprisoned in there before his escape. Think we could get this door open? Yeah, it's worth a try. No good. Shut tight. I don't even see a keyhole. Seems pretty hopeless. In justice we trust! Yeah! Did I just hear the voice of someone in need? Allow me to fill you in. This door simply will not open. No, we can do it ourselves. We've tried and tried, but it won't budge. It's an essential part of the culture I found in this matter, so we can't blow it up either. So, an unopenable door. Right. Lord Miss Jinx Danma, it was shot time when Sham crossed the crime scene. Thanks for the tip, Detective Fulbright. We didn't expect you to be so helpful. Ah! I forgot I just said that! So, the Forbidden Chamber was shut tight at the time of the murder. Sounds like something I better keep in mind. Guess that about wraps it up. Now, if only we could get that detective to tell us what he knows. Hey, Apollo, do you hear something? Huh? I don't hear anything. Alright, your hearing must not be as sensitive as mine. What are you talking about? A whooshing sound, like wind rushing through an arrow straight. And the echo of someone's voice. Okay, I overdid it there, didn't I? The air duct. I heard it through the air ducts. Yeah! Well, why would she hear you through there? Why don't we go to the diagram? As you can see, that vent is connected to an air duct that leads out to the hallway. The wind must have rushed through there and carried my monologue with it straight to your ears. And what a unique monologue it was. I was just thinking, maybe the killer made their escape through that air duct or something. A cute theory, but I don't think so. The air duct in the hallway is low enough to climb into, that much is true. But as you can see, the vent in the ceiling is very high. 9 feet high, in fact. I highly doubt that there's any way to get up there without a ladder or something. I don't see anything of the sort in this room, do you? I guess you're right. Speaking of things in this room, yeah. Can you tell us what you guys turned up, Detective Fulbright?
Not on my watch, buddy. In the name of justice, I cannot. In the name of Apollo justice, I cannot. I don't know. I cannot reveal facts. I cannot reveal. Wait, hold on. I cannot reveal facts pertaining to the prosecution's case. Oh, come on. Throw us a bone here. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright, but I recall you saying earlier that you would come running whenever we were in need. Yeah. I suppose I did say that. Helping those in need is what justice is all about, but we're keeping information on enemy is all about justice. Well, how about this? Let's do a little give and take. I mean, serving the public is part of justice, too, right? You know, like the police motto? To serve and protect. I doubt leaking information to the defense team falls under that motto. Yes, of course. I must serve as well as protect. Okay, I will share some information in the name of justice. Ah, we did it, Apollo. Yeah, we did it all right. But I'm not sure that was entirely ethical. Was it Miss Jinxie Tema who first discovered the crime scene? That's right, and this photo shows what she saw when she opened the door. Miss Tema had a key allowing her immediate access. A key? So then the Fox chamber was locked? Yes, and Miss Tenba had the only key to its door. I want Detective Gumshoe back. Really? So Alderman QB didn't have a key to the Fox chamber? Give me a second. I'll catch my breath here. Actually, Adam asked Kevin was the doors in the matter, but it disappeared after his murder. Disappeared? You think the killer took it? It could very well be connected to the murder. We're looking into the possibility now. But it's the timing of this 10-month discovery that I think is most important. Of course, I'm not going to share that information with you. You think you're some kind of champion of justice, but you're just plain old mean. I won't fall for that, you shameless rascal. I only help good little boys and girls. Shameless rascal? Who even says that? Well, I won't exactly call you a good little girl either. I wouldn't say that either. I'd say she's best girl. Hey, babe. Those feathers and tracks look like something yokai might leave behind. By the way, I already hate this character. You don't actually think the murderer was some sort of monster, do ya? What's the name of that creature in the Forbidden Chamber? Tenma something? Because from the black feathers and big tracks, it looks like that creature did it. Ah, prime suspect would, no doubt, left to pin the blame on some imaginary creature. Can Tenma, whatchamacallit, even be made a victim of slander? I doubt the mayor would do something as childish as blaming a boogeyman. So, the most likely scenario so far is that Tenma guy left the feathers and tracks behind to make it look like the yokai Tenma was the killer. Wait, what? No, I'm as confused as you! Anyway, I doubt Mayor Tenma would plan evidence like that. So, Mayor Tenma is your only suspect? That's right, even his name, Damien Tenma, makes him sound like a villain. And he's really scary looking, so... Wait, are you telling me that's why he was arrested? Don't be ridiculous. He was the only one without an alibi. Oh, is that so? Yep, And the victim, the suspect, and Miss Tenma. The only others around were Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma's aide, and the two of them were together at the time. Filch, the guy who tried to steal my bracelet. Just living up to his name, I guess. We should go talk to him again when we have a chance. What about Jinxie? She's not being suspected at all. She may have no alibi whatsoever, but she also has no motive. It's unfathomable that she would murder the older man and pin the crime on her father. Besides, do you really think a little girl could lift up this huge spear? Oh, you back? You built different. Yee. True enough, that spear looks even bigger than her. That's about all I can reveal at this time. Well, you must admit, Davy Athena appears to be the most likely suspect. I mean, it looks bad, but I'm still not buying it. Oh, and one more thing. I must warn you about the prosecutor. The prosecutor assigned to Mayor Tenma's trial. That's the one. He's, how shall I put it, not what you'd expect. That is, unless you faced a convicted killer serving hard time as a prosecutor before. Nah. It couldn't be Von Karma. Von Karma's dead. What the? Is this some kind of joke? Hold on. Can I ask why a man in prison for murder is serving as a prosecutor? Because he's mastered the use of psychology in court battles. Everyone's talking about how this murder was the work of some strange creature. But yokai are nothing more than a figment of the imagination. They're baloney. Who better to prove than a master of psychology? He's the best man for the job. But he's a convicted murderer. Oh yeah, by the way, please donate. He really needs it. He needs it more than I do. No, really. I'll put mine down too. Why not? How about help me, help him? How about that? But he's a convicted murderer. No matter how you look at it, it's just insane. Well, the chief prosecutor personally assigned him, so none of us are in a position to question the matter. This really is a dark age of the law. This prosecutor, he wouldn't happen to go by the name Black Quill, would he? Bingo! Simon Blackquill. So you have heard of him. You could say that. What's that supposed to mean? Well, I bet you don't know his unofficial title. Ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's Prosecutor Blackquill. How many samurais do we need? The Twisted Samurai? Is that because he's a criminal? Well, yes and no. You could say it also has to do with the effect his crime had on things. How so? His conviction is what twisted and warped the legal world into this dark age of the law. What? And he, of all people, is going to stand in court tomorrow? Jeez, I don't know. Want me to stretch? What fucking old? What am I supposed to do with this? Fuck. And hydrate. Okay, I try to drink as much as you redeem to hydrate. Oh, jeez. And stretch. So how many points do you have? Okay, hydrate some more.
Excuse me.
Wait. 34.6K?
Wait, that's how many points you have?
I myself. Like, damn, dude. That's reassuring, I guess. Well, you kids knock yourselves out. Can't wait to see how you do tomorrow.
Wait, take the Fulbright. I've been meaning to ask you something. Why are you barefoot? For free, dude. For free? For fucking free, man? What the fuck, man? This doesn't look like the sort of place where you need to take your shoes off. I hadn't even noticed! Why am I barefoot? You honestly hadn't noticed until just now? Wait a second. Those shoes we found earlier. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright. These wouldn't happen to be your shoes, would they?
Yes, they are! My favorite pair, in fact! Thank you for bringing them to me! You must truly be on the side of
You really don't know what the side of justice is, do you? Don't tell me Mr. Filch actually stole from a detective. Stealing shoes right off of someone's feet. That's pretty amazing. I find it more amazing that Detective Fulbright didn't notice. Well, looks like we've gotten all we can out of the detective, so let's see. Maybe we should go have a word with Mr. Filch. I want to hear what his alibi is.
This is just awful! Terrible, I say! Somebody help!
Oh, look, it's Mr. What was it again? Finch?
No, the name's Filch! Phineas Filch!
Keep on pilfering and you may wind up a jailbird instead. I did do all the stretches and hydrates, I did. So, what seems to be the problem, Mr. Filch?
Oh, it's just terrible, I tell you! Come quick!
Okay. What's the deal with him all of a sudden? What? Oh. Looks like some kind of mask.
It's the Amazing Ninetales mask!
The Amazing Ninetales? Oh, right. The wrestler who appeared during the festival's special event. That asshole. What's his mask doing here?
He'd never take off his mask like this. Someone must have killed him.
What? Who would do such a thing? Let's go talk over there in private. Huh? Look. There's some white hair caught up inside this mask. So, what makes you believe that the Amazing Ninetales has been murdered?
You really want to know, huh? You're a studious one, ain't you?
Yes, no. Just tell me, please.
Well, it's like this. I dreamed of becoming a wrestler myself. Hey, how about you join me in the quest for the champion's belt? What a team! Me and my bandit's mask, and you and that demon mask of yours.
But the demon mask? Wonder if I can make it big. Apollo, let's save your pro wrestling debut until after the trial.
Huh? Oh, no, I wasn't actually... Why did I let him pull me off topic like that?
Come on, Apollo, ask him about the Amazing Ninetales murder already!
The Amazing Ninetales is our village's savior, and don't you forget it! His trademarks the gold cape made it look like 9 foxtails. He whirled through the ring, smacking down Town wrestlers left and right. He sparkled He sparked the monster craze, revitalizing Ninetales Vale in the blink of an eye. Yep, saved our village from becoming a ghost town. Now it's a yokai town. The Amazing Ninetales really does sound, well, amazing. You back? Cool. Alright. Yeah, pretty amazing. That's why he's worshipped like a hero around here. I'm proud to be from the same village as him. Come to think of it, you look kind of monster-like yourself, Mr. Filch. Guess it makes sense since you're from the same village as the Amazing Ninetales. Oh, I know. A lot of people have told me I look like a yokai. Since when was that a compliment? Ah! What's the big idea? Check your pocket. Hey, how'd you do that? Keep it. I got lots more. So, you keep saying that the Amazing Ninetales was killed. What's the story behind that? Are you saying he was murdered because his mask washed up along the river outside? That's only part of it. The main reason is no one's seen him since the special event. The word around Ninetales Vale is he was killed by Tenmataro. You villagers are really superstitious, aren't you? That we are. We love conspiracy theories too, like the mayor's diabolical plot. The mayor? Of Tenmatown? What is he plotting? Rumor has it he's planning on releasing Tenmataro. That's why he wants the merger. He'll open the Forbidden Chamber once he's in control. Please help. He needs it. That's quite a tale. Ain't finished yet. There was only one person who could stop the mayor. Our hero, the Amazing Ninetales. It's, It's his Cash App page. Cause he is broke right now. He's in debt. He vows to battle the mayor of Tenmatown and stop the municipal magic. I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. Apollo, we still have to ask him about the alderman's murder, remember? Mr. Filch, would you mind telling us what you were doing at the time of the murder? I was in the caretaker's office guarding the entrance like Mr. QB said I should. And I made double sure no one came in. I have a clear view of the foyer from where I work. He must be talking about this small room in the upper right. Definitely looks like you can keep track of the comings and goings from there. And you have an alibi to back your statement up, Mr. Filch? I do indeed. I was with Mayor Tenma's aide. Laurent LaBelle is his name. So, the two of you were together. That's a pretty sound alibi, alright. And nobody came in or out of the manor around the time of the murder? Kept watch here the whole time, didn't see a soul pass by. And if anyone did, that their security camera would, spotted him. Alright. Look, he really needs it. I can't be the only one helping him. So no one came in or out around the time So no one came in or out around the time of the murder. It means we're dealing with someone who was already inside when it happened. So, do you think this mask is the real deal? Without a doubt, this here's the mask worn by the amazing Ninetales.
What about that white hair I found inside the mask? Wait! I just thought of something. Remember the golden animal fur we found at the crime scene? Couldn't it have come from this mask? Oh, look, there's even a spot where some fur's missing. And this places the mask at the crime scene at some point in time. Which means... What does it mean? Someone with white hair who was linked with the murder and is against the merger. No way. How did you not see it from the start? Yeah, I know I'm the only one. I really want more people helping, honestly. I don't want to go broke myself, you know. There's something wrong, Paul. You should see the look on your face. Oh, no, it's nothing. Maybe Jinxie could tell us something, since she works here. Look for attached to... This is where we are right now. Alright, now we gotta talk to Jinxie. Wherever she should be. Where is Jinxie? She at Yokai Lane? Yokai Lane. Oh look, there's Jinxie. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and... Sounds like she's out grocery shopping. She must really like dairy products. A charm to make a better milkshake, and another to cure my lactose intolerance. Maybe she should just stick to soy milk? Jinxie! Hey, it's me! Ah! It's the demon liar! Ah! Not another warning time. Apollo, who is she? Oh, right. This is your first time meeting each other. This is Jinxie, Mayor Tima's daughter. She was the first to discover the crime scene. Oh, so she's the one who... hello. My name is Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you, too. I used the wrong voice. Okay. Whatever. Where's Trucy? She went back to the office ahead of us. But don't worry, Athena and I are on the case. Wait, how do I know you didn't gobble up her alive? Relax, I didn't eat her up, and I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place. Oh, poor little Trucy. I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself. She's quite an, interesting character, huh, Apollo? Whatever. Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened? Not much. At least not yet. But you do think Temotaro was the killer, right? That yokai we saw at the festival. I don't know anything about that. Huh? But you said Temotaro murdered the alderman. It's okay. It's okay, Jinxie. You can tell me. Ah! Oh, what was that for? People see things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monsters. Huh? What's gotten into her? So, if there are no monsters, you admit I'm human. No, you're still a demon. Now I give up. It seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Temotaro for some reason. But that's precisely what we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai there in the fox chamber. Jinxie, about this charm.
Ah, that's... You gave me this when I was heading off to the scene of the crime. You thought Tenmataro was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right? That's true, but... If there's anything else you could tell us, it will really help. And it will help your father, too. Alright, then.
Tenmataro did it?
Why do you think Temataro's the killer? I saw him. Saw him with my own eyes. Temataro was right there in the manor. He escaped his prison. And ran right by me.
What?
Jinxie, tell us everything you saw. I called the police after I stumbled on the scene. I was just about to head back to the festival grounds when I saw Tenmataro. It was right around here. He was running right at me. I was paralyzed with fear, but there was no one around to help me. The foul beast raced right by me toward the foyer. Toward the foyer? Mr. Filch? Mr. Filch, Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer at the time. That means they would have seen Temataro too. Sounds like we better get their statements. Considering Jinxie's mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her. Apollo, remember the picture in this paper? Someone got Tenmataro flying through the air. I wonder if it's the same Tenmataro Jinxie says she saw. Don't be ridiculous. Tenmataro is the killer, and he can fly too! Jinxie works at the Alderman's Manor, so maybe she can shed some light on this. So, no one knows the Amazing Ninetales' true identity? Uh-huh. They say no one's ever seen him without his mask. Doesn't that make you want to know even more? Uh-huh. That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponent are so popular. Wait. You mean expose as in strip them naked? Ah, you even think like a demon! Apollo. The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. So you see, these unmasking matches are life and death battles for the wrestlers. That means this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. There's gotta be a story behind it. No one can stop the Amazing Ninetales! Bet she'd be shocked to find out he's really the Alderman. About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime, anything else stand out? Actually, I heard this strange jangly sound. A jangly sound? Can you be a little more specific? My memory is kind of fuzzy, but I vaguely recall seeing Temataro holding a staff or something like that. Maybe that's what was making the strange sound. Does Temataro usually carry a staff? Oh, good question. I've never heard anything like that, and it's not shown on the scroll. How about in other documents? Any of them show Temataro as a staff? This is the only known document depicting Temataro. After all, those who needlessly depict the demon are forever cursed. Then, what's the deal with the Tenmataro you saw, Jinxie?
Why didn't you tell me you saw Temataro earlier? Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell. Mr. LaBelle? Papa's aide. Oh, right. The other guy was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. And what exactly did he tell you? Keep the village superstitions in mind before you go talking about seeing Tenmataro at the time of the crime. Village superstitions? They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenmataro will claim your soul. And that's something everyone here knows. Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Everyone from babies to the village elders knows about it. But I didn't because I'm not from around here. Well, hey, come to think of it. Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces? Steal your soul if you're not careful. Huh? Steal my soul. The guy at the special event thing said almost the exact same thing. Apollo, do you think this LaBelle guy actually believes in Tenmataro? I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Nine-Tailsvale. Then, why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking? Oh, well, good question. I think we better go have a word with him. Time to unmask this monster of a mystery. Last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer. Bueno, next stop, the Manor foyer. With any luck, he'll be there waiting for us. No, there's no one here. Guess our luck isn't so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle. Maybe he's out for a walk or something. Somebody left something on the sill of the caretaker's office window. Oh, it's a TV program guide. Looks like someone circled a pro wrestling match. Hey, what do you think you're doing? It's oh, Mr. Filch. What can we do for you? I bet she was going to scream monster, which really isn't much of a stretch. Ain't nothing I need you to do for me, but what business do you got with my TV listings? Oh no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today? Yep, 'twas a match between a couple of rank amateurs though. It was a complete disaster. I reckon even I could have done better than that. I seriously doubt that. That looks like 2 spaces were put in there. TV listings added to the court record. Almost forgot. There's something I wanted to ask him. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Tenmataro or something like that? Huh? The Tenmataro? So you did see him. My, how clean and shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyer, sir. You shine it up every day, real bird-like. The ladies must love it. Don't change the subject. FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Jinxie said she saw Tenmataro flee toward the foyer, so you must have seen him too if you were here. Wow, I really pushed a button there. Well, did you see anything or not? Hold it? No, hey, look, it's the killer. Sorry. That is quite enough. I must ask that you not pester my friend anymore. Forgive me, Master Sir! And you are? I am Florence LaBelle. Bo Divine and personal aid to Mayor Damien Denma. Bo Divine? More like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters. Oh, excuse you. Ah! What the hell was that for? It was just a little cologne. You had a look of stinky sweat about you. It's from my own original brand of cosmetics called Just Isabel. Oh, what a heavenly scent. I think it just paralyzed my olfactory receptors. I suppose such a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. I'll have you know that is brand number 5, bonjour. It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy! Where's my bottle of adieu so I can return the favor? Enough about the cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. Oh my god. His shoulder pads look... Jesus. I heard you're the one who told Jinxie not to mention that she saw Tematato. Why, that little... So, she told you she saw the demon, did she? Mr. LaBelle, do you mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstitions? Please! I was merely trying to keep with the traditions. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Tenmataro business if I were you. Bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is once had a monster. That's crazy. You really expect me to believe that monsters are real? Well, you're real. You sure look like a moth. Fuck you. Look who's talking. So, Mr. LaBelle, you didn't see Tenmataro. Little Jinxie has an active imagination. Isn't that right, Phineas? That's right. I didn't see nothing, especially not Tenmataro. As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you. I've got 2 words for this guy. Total freak. If I had 2 more words, they would be fuck you. Could I ask you what you were doing at the time of the crime? In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi. To think you'd suspect me, of all people. Oh, no, it's just a formality. We asked everyone. We asked everyone the same questions. Oh, jeez. How dare you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself. You obviously can't see straight. That spritz really helped. What were we doing, you ask? Go ahead, Philgy, answer the question. At the time of the crime, we were, in the safe foyer. Exactly. Good answer, Philgy. Good answer. Just repeating what you know. You said quite enough. What is with these 2? Great. That was got me talking like that. Are we quite through here? I'm a very busy man, you know. Right. Well, thanks for your help. So, these 2 were in the foyer, but didn't see Tenmataro. Come along, Filchi. Where are we going? Oh, right. Oh, we gotta practice some statements for tomorrow. My eyes! Well, my eyes! You're going to dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours someday. What does he mean, practice statements? Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to touch up my makeup. Apollo, I know this sounds strange, but Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Tenmataro. Really? How can you tell? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice. You mean you have good ears? Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice. And my ears can pick up on even the subtlest of tones for some reason. That's an interesting skill. But what do you mean he's preoccupied with Tematato? I'm not exactly sure, but it's like he was obsessed with the thought of Tematato. That's what I picked up from his voice anyway. Everywhere we turn, it's Tematato this, Tematato that. We should go talk to the mayor too. Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Tematato. 17th, the detention center, the visitor's room. Something wrong, Apollo? Where did your enthusiasm go? What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Tematato? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst... Oh, he's here. Oh, it's so nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tematato.
Oh, yes. I look forward to working with you, too.
I didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name. Apollo, he's just as kind and gentle looking as I'd imagined. Lucky for you, after that blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to or did set Tematato free.
What nonsense! They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you!
A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he? Investigator Shilong Lang, thank you for the follow. Thanks a lot. What he really needs to work on are his people skills. Alright. So rumor has it that you want to push the merger through in order to release Tematato. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Sorry if I offended you.
So that's the talk around town, is it?
I can see how that would make you angry.
What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this?
Huh?
I must break out of here at once. Her tormentors must be taught a lesson.
No, wait. First we have to get you a not guilty verdict.
Don't try to stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you.
Relax. We'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free.
Is that so? You don't need me to go straighten things out myself?
Oh boy. They probably calling the SWAT team if he showed up at her school. Oh, right. I'd ask about the reason behind the merger. No, why the merger? It seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for the municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetales Vale that badly?
Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism.
Wait. Am I feeling what I think I'm feeling?
Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary.
I knew it. My bracelet's reacting. What is it, Apollo? Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth. Really? How can you tell? People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense. Because it begins to feel tight on my arm.
No way!
You can do that? Wait, so you believe me? Just like that? Well, sure, each of us have our own special gifts. Oh yeah, Athena has a gift too. Her special sense of hearing. Still, what do you think the mayor's lying about? I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like this. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. First, I touch my bracelet. Right, now let's give it a whirl. Alright. Yes, I remember this feeling of intense concentration. The ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Now, Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear just under his right eye. I didn't notice that. I just have to set my viewpoint up and focus on that area. Alright, I got him now. His nervous tell should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I gotta pour over every word he says and wait for it to appear. And when it does, I'll perceive it. Yes, well... It's quite an attractive prize. In terms of tourism.
Gotcha!
Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth.
The truth? I don't understand.
When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching.
What nonsense is this? So what if it did?
Please, tell us more about your merger bid.
What more is there to tell?
Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetales Vale?
I already told you. Tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize.
You really don't trust us, do you?
What are you talking about? The village has been hot properly ever since...
Did I say properly?
The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not?
I think you've yet to realize what that you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetales Vale, so... You felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism, but that would contradict this. This.
Take that!
This evidence proves you're not being entirely truthful with us.
Ah! Sorry, I took it all back!
Oh, forgive me, there was a fly I was driving me crazy. If that's how he deals with flies, I had to see when he's really angry. So you think I'm not being entirely truthful? Okay. Alright, I don't know, I thought that was it. An attractive prize for its tourism. Oh, now I see it.
Take that!
The monster craze in Ninetales Vale is a very recent phenomenon. Francisca... Okay, whatever you do, please. Do not hit me with your whip. Oh, you left that at home? Oh, okay. Alright. I don't know. I'm sorry. Fuck. What is wrong with me? The monster craze in Ninetales Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the amazing Ninetales rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then. Ugh! Though you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Ninetales Vale, huh?
Well,
Now, why the merger? Are you ready to tell me the truth now?
honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. But I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie.
Protect her from what?
I received a threat. It said either I go through with the merger or my Jinxie dies. Oh. What? How awful! Who would do such a thing? I don't know. Whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder.
Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same?
Ottoman Kyubi was immensely popular, so you have to ask, who would want him dead? The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had all the motive in the world.
But why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protests won't disappear just because the Ottoman was killed.
Ah, could it be?
What if there was another reason for the murder? Like what? Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman Kyubi's secret identity. And his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's murder scheme. What does secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo? I have evidence revealing the Alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. Alright. The Alderman's secret identity. Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this if you would.
That's the amazing Ninetales mask! What is the meaning of this?
This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene, and there was some white hair inside.
White hair, you say?
There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day.
What are you saying?
You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex Kyubi, the amazing Ninetales himself.
No way! The Alderman was impossible.
Wait. Come to think of it, Alderman Kyubi was a former pro wrestler, so the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the Alderman's secret identity. Didn't I just say that? But yeah, the amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opened the merger, and as a result, single-handedly sparked the monster craze. Even so, what was the mask doing at the crime scene? There had been an event at the manor, and maybe Alderman Kyubi had taken part in it. If you get my drift.
This is absurd.
Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you?
Yes, a blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I've been carrying it around in my briefcase, but no, it suddenly vanished.
The blackmailer must have taken it with him after they killed the alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive. Mayor Tenma, visiting hours are over.
It would appear this meeting is adjourned.
Apollo, do you really think the Tenma Taro that Jinxie saw is the killer? I don't know. All I know is there is no such thing as monsters. What about that newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Tenma Taro to do their dirty work? No, come on! There wasn't any Tenma Taro to release in the first place! Yes, but the only suspects the police have right now are the mayor and a yokai. We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see a look of disbelief on the judge's face. Apollo, are you alright? I'm fine. I'll think of something.
I better, because I can't very well say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow's gonna be one doozy of a trial.
Alright. This is it.
No, 8:38:38. Did it again.
Alright. I'm about to have a little 3 to 4 minute break. Shouldn't only be that long. So yeah, I will have that break. And then the trial, if you would please.
You know how it is.
I'll be back soon. Okay, back after so long. Now, how about it's on with the trial? April 18th. Can we make the text go faster? You okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here. I'm just excited. This is my first real court case after all. Yeah, a real ball of excitement she is. I know just what she needs. Athena! Didn't you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices? I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters. By scaring the daylights out of me? No, I find that shouting, "I'm fine!" in a loud voice really relieves stress. It's part of my Chords of Steel voice workout and a must before every trial. You want me to shout? Here? That's right. Here, I'll go first, then you try. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine! Alright, I'm Athena Sykes. And I'm fine! I think that actually worked. I thought it might help. Always works for me. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time. I see. A proven remedy to calm the soul. I like it. Hey, how about we finish off with a race around the courthouse? The point is to relieve stress, not to get totally exhausted. What's with all the racket, you two? Mr. Right. That's just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit? Oh, this? I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back, that's all. That's all? That's huge news. But why now? I have a feeling I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon. But we can talk about that another time. No fair. Inquiring minds want to know. But, wow. Excuse me. I'm so used to him and his usual laid-back clothes. That suit makes him look like $1 million. By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case? Yeah, he's serving time, but before that, he was a prosecutor. He also uses psychology. That's right. I've heard the rumors about how he was back before his conviction. Using the power of suggestion, he could make even the most stalwart defendants confess. All these words I've never heard of before. Stalwart. Loyal, reliable, hardworking. Okay. Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing a lot about that lately. So, he must be a pretty scary guy, considering he's a prison inmate and all. So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much. Ugh! I knew it was gonna be bad news. Probably just hyperbole. At least I hope for your sake. Wait, so is it true or not? Let's just say you should be concise and choose your words carefully. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is. Oh, yikes! I gotta tone down my Chords of Steel too. So, are you all ready? Might be a good idea to check the court record again before stepping into the ring. Right, Mr. Right, but I'm fine. I'll be watching from the gallery. Good luck. Thanks! Okay. The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low, but that's nothing new. Believe in our client, think the truth. It's all we can do. Hang in there, man. It's Emma. Here comes justice. This is how it goes. Oh, quorum number 4. Alright. Day 1. All rise. Court is now in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. I know that big booming voice anywhere. As chipper as ever, Mr. Justice? But who is the young lady next to you? I'm Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner and fresh out of law school. Well now, full of beans too, eh? Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again. Now for the prosecution. It appears the prosecution is not ready yet. Or not just that, he's not here. Never fear, sir, before I'll explain. It's just a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak.
Prison. Oh yes, of course. I almost forgot that he is currently serving time. Anime.
Yup, Prosecutor Blackwill's an inmate.
Why would you get a literal fucking convict as a Yunarukami?
But even a convicted murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
Gotta clear my throat a lot. Who's that with his back to us over there? That's him. I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Blackwell. Is the prosecution ready? Enough jabbering. Get on with it already. Of course. Forgive me. Why are all the people related to this case so scary? Very well, prosecutor. I didn't even finish that. What's the matter? Must we continue to fritter away time like this? It is all right there in the indictment. An opening statement will be pointless. Pointless? Oh, well... Looks like the cat, or in this case, prosecutor, has the judge's tongue. But we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand. Well then, you're baldness. You're bald. God, come on, man. Well then, your baldness. If it's so very important, why don't you do the honors? Who? Me? There's a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things, and then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. A selfish old fool. Huh? Wait, was that the prosecution's opening statement? Old dotards such as you are a plague upon the young. I pity your poor grandchildren, or is it great-grandchildren? The fuck? All these years I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. But I suppose I could give it a try. That'd be a nice change of pace. What? He actually fell for that? That must have been the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about. The opening statement, huh? Well, let's see here. The victim was one Rex QB, Alderman of Ninetails Vale, and the defendant, Damien Denma, mayor of Denma Town, is accused of his murder. And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested? His prints were on the murder weapon. Plus, he had a motive, the elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal merger. The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. And his daughter, who was also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive. So, in a nutshell, I'd have to say the charges against the defendant are incontrovertible. Bravo, your baldness. Your years of experience shine bright like your head. Flattery will get you everywhere. He's playing Simon Says with the judge. Moving right along now, let's hear from our first witness for today, Detective Fulbright. Cunt. Witness, please state your name and occupation. I am the detective assigned to this case, Bobby Fulbright. Oh, and I'll also be keeping tabs on old Blackwell here. I need a record. Hold on. 46. Oh, and also be keeping tabs on old Blackwell here. I also heard you would provide protection if it ever came to that. It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated. Wait, who's protecting who from what? Still, I truly believe anyone can turn their life around, or even old Blackwell here. Yeah. Oh, bright. Save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement. That's the spirit. Justice must be swift and true. I see it in your eyes. There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society. I will never give up on you. Prosecutor Blackwell doesn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright. Well, you know what they say, ignorance is bliss. Oh, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackwell. Oh, he's so oblivious. Now, let's have your first statement. Detective Fulbright. You got it. First, I like to say to the defense that justice will ultimately prevail. I don't see Phoenix in the gallery. About the murder. Alderman Cuby was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. Fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Sandmo, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman Cuby was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Sandmo attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. But the sudden pain jolted the victim away, and he grabbed a statue and struck back. Alderman Cuby had been slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug. That's right. The accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler. So he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. Here's the autopsy report to prove it. Around 3:20, they say. And the victim managed to attack his attacker despite being impaled by a spear. That sounds almost superhuman. Is it even possible? Well, he was a former pro wrestler after all. That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him.
Objection!
Ah! Not so fast! Don't try to brush it all off by saying the alderman had been a pro wrestler. You really expect us to believe he could fight back after being skewered by a spear? Never heard of the incredible feats of which man is capable of in a pinch, have you? Like the samurai you are. Wrestlers can battle through intense pain. Sharpens their senses. I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink. I don't know. It still sounds a little far-fetched. Does it now? Then perhaps we should test a theory on you with the edge of my blade. I didn't sign up for this! Let's say your life is spared. For now. Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I don't want to die. Ha! My investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, or my name isn't Fulbright. My name is Empty Dim. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest. The accused prints were on the weapon, and he's the one person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence, wouldn't you agree? Your baldness. The defense is sounding guiltier by the minute. Did I say the defense? I meant the defendant, sorry. Yes, the judge leaning toward a guilty verdict, and the trial's just barely begun. What's more, a curious rumor about the accused making the rounds. They say he seeks the merger for the purpose of freeing Tematato from his imprisonment. Truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards burg. Perhaps he's a complete nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon. By the way, he is raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman.
Well, there's a strange one, alright. I heard he went to a blood drive, but instead of donating, he tried to make a withdrawal.
Order! There will be no gossiping in my court! Your boldness, please take a gander at those charms plastered across his cranium. I hear they're meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Tomataro. Then again, perhaps he's already under the demon's spell. Behold! The lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment.
Ah!
Hold it!
Sorry. The rumors and quirks of Maritima have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement. I think.
Hey, come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they?
The prosecution will remain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud.
Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here.
Ugh. Thanks for that lifeline, Athena. Athena, I should say. Sorry. Careful, Apollo. He has the judge dancing in the palm of his hand. The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Sam Blackwell's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objectives. This guy really is bad news.
In any case, it seems the victim did manage to defend himself despite him being impaled. What sort of weapon did he use against his attacker?
None other than
the statue right here. It appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle. Two yokai to be exact.
on one side is the nine-tailed fox, the other,
Tenmataro. Quite interesting if you think about it. It's as though this very case were rendered in art. Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Detective Fulbright's testimony sounds airtight. No wonder he's so confident. No, he only thinks it's airtight. It's up to us to poke some holes in it. That part about the alderman fighting back sounds like a big hole waiting to be poked. Alright, well, let's press it.
Hold it!
Could he really have attacked his attacker after being impaled with a huge spear? Absolutely! After all, he was once a pro wrestler. The injustice of being drugged and scared was answered with a righteous counterattack. But does being a former pro wrestler make him superhuman? Absolutely! After all, he was one of the good guys like a superhero on the side of justice. Even though he was retired, he could still don his superhero guise in times of need. But that's your badge.
Objection!
You need to lay off the comic books, detective. We're talking about real life here.
Setting aside the half-wit's flights of fancy, the fact is this. The court ordered post-mortem concluded the victim moved after a skewering.
So, he found the strength somehow to attack his attacker, huh? Detective Fulbright's testimony sounds airtight. The part where he fought back, though. The part where he fought back, it jolted him awake.
He was jolted awake.
Objection!
No. The afternoon wrestling match was a total disaster. Oh, Wolf versus pretty boy vampire. Peekaboo, I found you. Yokai the Amazon. I married a yokai.
Objection!
Did the alderman really strike the mayor? The mayor's blood was found on it. What? Are you questioning my sense of justice? Your so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him, but the statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory. It would appear that the defense has a counter-argument. Very well, let's hear what the defense thinks it odd about the... There are no fingerprints. There are no fingerprints on this supposedly crucial piece of evidence. And if you look at the crime scene photo, you'll notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves. Yes, I believe he was quite gloveless indeed. If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you? Ah, this got me up. Today was the wrong man. I'm looking forward to your resignment. Ah, you did it, Apollo. You knocked Detective Fulbright off his high horse, yeah! Well, it's just 1 point in our favor. What do you suppose clubbed the mayor if it wasn't the alderman? Well, if it wasn't the alderman, that means someone else must have clubbed the mayor. You mean there was a third party there in the Fox Chamber? Exactly, and this could be the big break we've been looking for. There does seem to be a hole in the prosecution's argument. Prosecutor Blackquill, would you care to respond to the defense's assertion? The least you could do is look at me while being dismissive. Your mind is as dull as an unhoned blade. Justice Dono. Justice Dono? He's been watching too many samurai flicks. It would take far more than that to cut down Simon Blackquill. A whelp such as you has no hope against my superior swordsmanship. This is a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackquill. There's a perfectly good explanation for the lack of prints on the statue. You might recall that blood-stained cloth found at the scene of the crime. Well, it just so happens that the blood was the mayor's. So, what are you getting at? Own your mind, boy. Why was there blood on that cloth? Solve that riddle, and you shall see that the hole you thought you found is but an illusion. Now, let's see. How was that cloth used? Was it used? Alright, how was the cloth used? The cloth has been used... the cloth. Now, the cloth. I don't know how the cloth could have been used. Motherfucker.
But the mayor's blood was found on it. Wait, hold on. The mayor's blood was on... Wait, the mayor's blood. The mayor's blood is on the cloth. The QB has had a cover up. Why did I think so long about that? The alderman was probably wearing it over his head. What? Do you truly think the alderman would show up to a meeting over the fate of his village? Wearing this ridiculous looking cloth over his head? Sure, they had a festival that day, didn't they? Who's to say he didn't party a little too hard and just forgot to take it off? Okay, fine. So maybe you didn't do that. Can I try one more time? Let's go wipe up the blood. Maybe the cloth was used to wipe as much of the mayor's blood as possible off the statue. And in the process, the culprit inadvertently erased the alderman's fingerprints as well.
Objection!
But the mayor did not bother to wipe away his own fingerprints on the murder weapon. Why would he wipe down one weapon, but not the other? Careful now. Here's what little brains you have left before you speak. Give me a do-over on that one, please. Now let's see. Are you fucking... Alright, it seems we have another case of I choose every single one except the correct one. Maybe the alderman wrapped the statue in the cloth. In short, he wasn't touching the statue directly when he used it to strike back at the mayor. Ah! Precisely. Bully for you, boy. Ah, it was nothing. Apollo, don't let him start manipulating you too. You just closed the hole for the prosecution. I did. Ah, I did! Right. That a statue wrapped in cloth will leave no fingerprints is as plain as day. But this also proves there are no holes in our theory of the alderman striking back. Oops. Ah! Oh, Jesus. Now do you see how dull your mind is? I'll make sure to sharpen it next time. A particularly frightening inmate once told me that. He always tenderly honed his blades before he went to work, like the samurai of yore. Samurai? Sounds more like a homicidal maniac to me. Actually, he was working in the prison kitchen at the time. Wait, so the inmate was a murdering samurai prison chef? It would seem that the victim and his killer were the only ones there after all. I was kinda attached to that hole. Now what? Apollo, I just thought of something. If they didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue, who's to say someone other than the alderman didn't hit the mayor with it? Why didn't I think of that? Anybody could have not left prints on it. Who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue? Please, illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady. There's only one answer. The real killer. Prove the existence of this real killer, then. What evidence have you? Oh, I'll give you evidence, all right. Athena, are you sure about this? To borrow your words, Apollo, I'm fine. Take a look at this. Black feathers and tracks, allegedly from a yokai, were found at the scene. I believe they're from the third party who struck the mayor with that statue. Is the defense actually suggesting some sort of a monster killed that alderman? That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
Objection!
No, Athena, you just lost what little credibility we have left. Ah! Sorry. Oh, I guess I got carried away. Mr. Justice, we've no time to deal with objections between members of the defense. Sorry, Your Honor. It's just, this kid's still, well, she's 18! Ouch. You meanie! I'm reporting this to Mr. Wright! So, is this court to believe the feathers and tracks are from a yokai, as you put it? No, Your Honor. I believe they are a fabrication. The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the alderman.
Interesting. And why do you suppose the killer would do that?
Hi indeed.
Mr. Justice, you seem as new to this as your partner is.
What's this? I'm not reporting to Mr. Wright.
I feel bright.
Explain this. Explain to his baldness what these brats are missing. You know, the who.
Oh, fool. I just got it.
You know, the who and why behind those feathers and tracks. What? You mean you can explain all that? Our investigative prowess is without equal. I'm starting to think I chose the wrong profession.
Very well, let's hear about these so-called yokai feathers and tracks.
This entire case centers on one man's attempted crush opposition to the municipal murder. Mayor Tenma panicked when the amazing Ninetales helped him embolden the protesters. So he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. The strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer. Those feathers and tracks stoked the villagers' fears. Absolutely, he knew exactly how to prey on their superstitious minds. Those feathers only gave way to the idea that the alderman was slain by a demon. The accursed demon Tenmataro, that is.
Tenma, who?
Tenmataro, the legendary demon locked away in the village's forbidden chamber. From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great back-feathered demon. And thus were they blinded to other, more plausible explanations.
Hold it!
Hold on for a second. Before we start letting our imaginations run wild, isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect?
Mr. Justice, please explain yourself.
On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at QB Manor. And as part of this event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Tenmataro. Give me a second. I gotta... Hold on. And as part of this event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Tenmataro. Obviously, this person is a much more likely suspect than any legendary demon.
Objection!
I'm still gonna use the same voice for him. Dullard, you're playing right into the killer's mind games. What? Listen here. The feathers and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believe the murder to be the work of the real Tenmataro. However, the police believe the person in the Tenmataro suit is the killer. Ah! The defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. However, he was knocked unconscious by the alderman, and thus a mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime.
Objection!
Do you honestly believe Mayor Temo would do something so stupid?
Objection!
The evidence speaks for itself. Fulbright! Right, it was the mayor's last-ditch effort to stop the opposition before they got crazy. The amazing Ninetales was fueling both the yokai craze and the anti-murder movement. Plus, he's one of the better-known masked wrestlers and the hometown favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and set out on the back.
But do the people of Ninetales Vale really believe a yokai is behind the crime?
Yokai sightings are an everyday event there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
I must say, crime that preys upon innocent, impressionable minds. so. Particularly silver-tongued inmate once said the following words from me. The innocent of heart are the easiest prey. You don't say. Was this inmate a con artist? No. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. I actually felt sorry for the poor chap. Wait, so he wasn't the predator, but rather the prey. Yes, well, now then, the defense may proceed with their cross-examination. Feathers and tracks. This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush. Okay, I don't have to. May Athena panicked. The amazing nine tails helped embolden the protesters, so he struck the village. Hard to believe that a stiff, humorless man like the mayor could be behind such a stunt. We have to do something, Apollo, before they pin it all on the mayor. We're gonna need to prove that Mayor Tema didn't plant the yokai stuff. How are we supposed to do that?
Objection!
Just a guess. One man's attempt to crush opposition. Mayor Tenma.
Nah.
How could that be Mayor Tenma?
Objection!
No. Yes.
Objection!
No. Wait. Did I already do that one? Okay. I keep forgetting things. Okay, it's just. I think I forgot to export the last VOD.
Okay. Dude. No. Okay. Maritima. Okay, but I don't know how to put it. I really don't know how to put it. I fucking don't know how to put it. The strange feathers in the tracks that made it look like the yokai was the killer.
Objection!
No. Oh, God. How many more combinations do we need to go through until we get the right one? I don't have the walkthrough up, okay? I don't. Wait, no, it can't be the last statement. Maritima panicked when the amazing Nine Tails helped it embolden the protesters. I don't fucking know, okay? Hard to believe that a stiff, humorless man like the mayor Mayor Tenma didn't plant? I don't know. Did Mayor Tenma plant the yokai stuff? It had to have been this one. I don't fucking know.
Hold it!
The murder and yokai evidence really stuck to villagers' fears. Absolutely not immediate effect. The presumed threat of the dreaded Tenma Tower evidence taken in their boots. Oh my, is it really that bad? That's superstitious lot. It's as if Jack the Ripper. Wrong voice. That's superstitious lot. It's as if Jack the Ripper has been set loose in their village. The mere thought of that demon lurking about is enough to spark a mass exodus. I see. That's a very persuasive argument. The mere thought of his iron bind and the sound of the Psycho Slasher's words makes me want to spark my own exodus out of the courtroom right about now. So you see, there can be only one reason why anyone would plant those feathers and tracks. I don't fucking know. What do I have to press?
Hold it!
Do I have to press everything? That's Fulbright. Is the anti-merger movement really that strong? Oh, absolutely. They parade around in yokai costumes shouting, "Down with my Athena!" And just the other day, they stormed Tenma City Hall, claiming it was a den of vapors. But when the accused showed his Chief Miles Edgeworth, I'm starting to notice a chain here. But nonetheless, thanks for the follow. But when the accused showed his face, the angry mob scattered like leaves upon an autumn wild. For you see, lowly yokai are no match for Tenmataro, the Dark Lord of their kind. Wait, are the villagers scared of Mayor Denma or Tenmataro? I'm confused. I think he means Mayor Denma. It's easy to get the wrong impression about the guy. Detective Fulbright, why do you suppose the defendant would commit such an act?
Hold it!
The amazing nontails. No one knows his true identity, right? That's right. Man was a lone wolf, or in other words, he didn't belong to the Wrestling Federation. He appeared like a shooting star, defeating one Tenma wrestler after another. And before anyone knew it, he was champion. Like the samurai of yore, surrounded thick with enemies, he cut them down one by one. It was a complete and utter loss of face for Tenma Pro Wrestling. He was amazing. If there ever was a real superhero, it would be him. I dream of becoming a true champion of justice like him someday. I bet Detective Fulbright would be a great pro wrestler. He could even team up with Prosecutor Blackquill. A police detective and a prisoner in chains? You know, I think people would actually pay to see that. I know I would. So you do understand the greatest son is the amazing Ninetales. I don't acknowledge that, and we have literally pressed everything. And I don't know. How does he frame the poor boy? How the fuck does he?
Objection!
That is not the right piece of evidence. It's not my dick. Fuck! Okay. Yokai was the killer? Yokai was the... Oh, okay. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, boy. You know...
Objection!
Yeah, right. There's something wrong with the statement. Of course there is. Of course there fucking is. I have no dick. You know that? You know I don't have a dick. You know, I don't have a...
Objection!
We're gonna be here for a while. It's so stupid. I can't find anything. A stiff, humorous, a stiff, humorless man. A stiff, humorless fuck. I pressed everything. It's not my dick.
Objection!
The victim, not Tenma was. Wait, but Tenma was. I don't know. But Tenma was out cold. Tenma was out cold. Tenma was out on my.
Objection!
What is it? I hate.
Hold it!
Hold on. Doesn't add up. If we say it's true, why top it off with murder? What do you mean? You claim that our client planted the yokai evidence to struck the villagers' fears. I forgot to do this. I forgot to press this one. If so, then why not stop there? Why murder Alderman QB? Excellent point. It is, isn't it? So, Your Honor agrees there was no reason for the murder, correct?
Objection!
Perhaps the killing was on the spur of the moment. You're saying it wasn't premeditated? From the outset, I had no intention of paying heed to any of your babble. However, the fact is, the mayor made a startling discovery. A startling discovery? Why don't I like the sound of that? Alderman Cube's secret identity. Apollo, I think Prosecutor Blackwell has figured out the Alderman's secret identity. But even if he has, why would it be a motive for the mayor to commit murder? Oh, this is not good. This patch of fur was discovered at the crime scene. It's from the mask worn by the Amazing Nine Tails. Therefore, we can conclude that this mask was at the crime scene.
Oh my. Why would it have been there?
The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-murder movement. Need I say more?
Could it really be? Your boldness has an epiphany, I see.
Our victim, Rick's QB, was the Amazing Nine Tails. And the mayor's discovery of this fact was his motive for murder. Ah!
Order! Order! What a shocking development, a motive clearer than crystal clear!
What do we do now, Apollo? I didn't think they'd tie the Alderman's secret identity to the mayor's motive for murder. Alas, we've reached my real point. Why did the Alderman have to forge a secret identity? Does it not pique your interest, your baldness?
I admit it does. It is odd that he had to create this other persona, just to secretly participate in the anti-merger movement. Very astute of you, your baldness.
Right, now take a look at this. If you value your dearest life, you will merge Nine Tails Vale with Tenma Town. This blackmail letter was found in Alderman Kirby's pocket.
What?
At present, the Alderman's wife is in the hospital. And that letter is clear evidence the mayor was blackmailing him by threatening her life. Wait, didn't the blackmail letter send Mayor Tenma go missing?
Right after the alderman's murder?
I think maybe the killer took the letter from the mayor after the murder and planted it into the alderman's pocket? It's possible, but we don't have any proof that that's what happened. How about being up the creek without a paddle? Why didn't I think of this? I'm so dumb. Yeah, Tenma would have made a clean getaway if he just left after planning the yokai things. But he was knocked out cold by his sudden decision to kill the Amazing Nine Tails. So, it was the Amazing Nine Tails counterattack that brought the entire crowd to life. Wait a sec. Fulbright's claiming that the mayor killed the alderman after planting the yokai evidence. And that the mayor was knocked out cold immediately after that. Detective Fulbright, please add your previous statement to your testimony. Mayor Tenma killed the sleeping alderman after planting the feathers and tracks. After? After? That clearly looks like before.
Objection!
Detective Fulbright, your sense of justice is anything but fair. What's this? You dare question my justice again? Yes, and I'm going to prove it to you. Take a look at this photo.
This is the crime scene photo. And just what does this prove?
It proves when the feathers and tracks were planted. I already told you they were planted before the murder. The defendant planted the yokai evidence and was knocked out while killing his victim. But that would be impossible. If you look right here, it's clear when the feathers and tracks were left at the scene. Yeah, here. Look, actually, here. All that blood.
All that blood. Aren't you just pointing to the yokai feathers and tracks, Mr. Justice?
Yes. See how the feathers on the top are on the top of the blood, and the tracks were made in blood? In other words, the yokai evidence could have only resulted after the murder.
Then the mayor must have planted the evidence after killing the alderman.
But you said it yourself. The mayor had been knocked unconscious thereafter. There would have been no time for him to plant any evidence at all.
Therefore, there must have been someone else besides the mayor and the alderman at the crime scene. Ah! There must be no one there! Order! Order! Where's your evidence? You can't possibly have any, can you?
Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. In fact, I have an eyewitness's testimony for you.
You do? What? How?
Who's my voting sense of justice really just half-baked?
He's taking this really hard.
Mr. Justice, what is this testimony regarding a third party that you claim to have?
I have it right here, Your Honor. It's the sworn testimony of Mr. Tenma's daughter. The witness Jinxie Tenma saw a yokai in the hallway after stumbling upon a scene. It was the demon Tenma Taro. He's the source of those feathers and tracks!
Will somebody please say something? The defense will explain to the court exactly what he means.
You dare to mock this court and justice itself! You're unfit to bear your name, boy!
Your baldness, it appears our defense attorney here is delirious from exhaustion.
Hold it!
Apollo, think of something quick before you're held and kicked out of court! What do you think I'm trying to do? Before you decide whether I should step down, please hear me out.
Very well, Mr. Justice, I'm all ears, but you had better explain yourself well. What was this yokai you were talking about?
It's all in this statement here. Jinxie Tenma asserts that she saw Tenma Taro after she discovered the crime scene and called the police. She came around a corner in the hall. It was around here. JT. That she saw Tenma Taro fleeing toward the foyer. The defense asserts that whoever was impersonating this monster is the one who left those feathers and tracks behind, intentionally or otherwise.
What? How incredibly unjust! Why haven't I heard about this before?
The defense has proved there was someone else. So the mayor isn't the killer? Was it all just set up? The prosecutor is a convicted felon after all. Follow, the momentum is shifting in our favor. Yeah, good. Now let's keep it that way.
Objection!
Little do you realize that though you are in the midst of a fray, your sword is broken. My sword? I didn't know I had one to break. Are you implying there's a problem with my claim? Consider this. That yokai impersonator had indeed fled toward the foyer. That fool and that fop would have seen him. Fool and fop? Oh, you mean Filch and LaBelle. Now that you mention it. Both Phineas Filch and Florence LaBelle were in the foyer at that time. But they haven't stated that they saw a yokai, have they? Did you ever consider that yokai was but a figment of a scared little girl's imagination? Ugh. Why didn't those two see the Tenma Taro impersonator pass by? Why don't we ask them ourselves? I was just about to say that myself. No, really, I was. The defense would like to call Mr. Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor, to the stand. And I think that is where we're gonna leave it. Yep, that shall be it. We shall continue this tomorrow. No, I forgot that you could, That was a slow stream today, huh? The Splatfest is tomorrow. What do you know? No more care, I just noticed. Yeah. Alright, well that's it. You know what it is. I guess we'll raid Hellfang Wolf, who is currently playing We Were Here at the moment. Go show Fang the support, give him a follow. Yeah. Don't know what to say anymore. Stream's kind of dead. Thanks for hanging out. Big cheers to you for watching. What can that power is yet unknown. I think to myself, I don't know. Anyways. Quack.